Hello and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Natasha Kirchuk here with ILTV's morning briefing.
The Israeli army is cracking down on illegal weapon making in the West Bank and has just arrested 14 Palestinian suspects for involvement in violent protests. IDF troops and police alike carried out a series of raids across the West Bank overnight, uncovering weapon parts and 2 pipe bombs. 6 of the suspects were arrested in the Nul Shams refugee camp, while another 6 were taken into custody in the central West Bank and 2 were detained in the south. One of those arrested is believed to be an activist for the Hamas terror organization, while the remaining 13 suspects have allegedly taken part in violent clashes and protests against Israeli forces. Overnight IDF raids have become increasingly common as the Israeli military attempts to crack down on illegal arms manufacturing and smuggling. It appears as though the Palestinian Authority may have selected a successor to the aging Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, and that successor happens to be the nephew of the late Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat. Nasser al-Kidwa is a son of Arafat's sister, and according to Israel's Channel 2 News, he's long been emerging as next in line to Abbas. A number of Arab states have been urging Abbas to name a successor in the event that the 81-year-old leader is forced to resign or unable to lead. Leaders from Egypt, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates are behind the push. Kidwa is a 63-year-old member of Fatah, and he has served as a former Palestinian foreign minister and deputy UN Arab League envoy to Syria. He currently heads the Yasser Arafat Foundation. It looks like Israelis are about to welcome the first group of Ethiopian Jews to immigrate to Israel since 2013. The 78 immigrants are due to land in Ben Gurion International Airport on Sunday evening, almost a year after the Israeli government finally approved the immigration of Ethiopia's last 9,000 Jews. This will be the first group of Ethiopian Jews to make it to Israel after a 3-year freeze on immigration from the country, largely because there was a lack of budget for their absorption, which includes housing allowances for at least 2 years and apartment grants. The move comes as civil unrest is waging in Ethiopia and the African nation is facing heightened, widespread violence. At least 100 people have been killed in protests this summer, and the unstable political situation has complicated the logistics for bringing new Ethiopian immigrants to Israel. Despite the violence, the Israeli Finance Ministry has collaborated with the International Christian Embassy in Jerusalem to put together a budget that will enable 1,300 Ethiopians to move to Israel in the coming months. Israelis can officially start celebrating because a beloved Israeli American basketball coach David Blatt is set to accept an NBA championship ring from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Blatt led the team to many victories but was let go in January, halfway through the 2015 to 2016 season. The Cavaliers eventually went on to win the NBA championship, but many claim that it was Blatt who led the team to the finals. In a season and a half, the Israeli coach guided the team to an 83-40 record, with his almost 68 winning percentage better than any coach in history. Now the owner of the Cavaliers, Dan Gilbert, has purchased a championship ring for Blatt as well to show his contribution to the winning team, and Blatt says he's happy to accept it since the Cavs believe he's earned it.
That's all for now. I'm Natasha Kirchuk, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.